Shit, bro.
Oh man.
Sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. We is back. We are back. Welcome to the Hoop Lounge, your favorite news sports podcast. I go by the name Uno. We here locked in with Drew Wilson and Mr. Bill. We are here every Tuesdays and Thursdays, and sometimes Saturdays, man, with the scores, storylines, and we got smoke for all bad takes. Let's tap in, lace up, and let's get this tip off, man. Tonight we're gonna start off with the Bucks and Warriors. The Bucks
Mm.
beat the Warriors 120-110, and they did it without Giannis. Ryan Rollins had 32 and 8. The Bucks were also contributed by Miles Turner 17 and 7 and Cole Anthony 16. The Warriors had were led by Steph's 27, Jonathan Kaminga's 24, and Jimmy Butler's 23 and 11. Fellas, what was y'all take on the game tonight? Drew, we'll start with you.
Hey man, hey the Bucks low key early. Like the Warriors been looking great, but for the Bucks to beat the Warriors with no Giannis, it's kind of like I feel like it's a statement, yes, but I'm gonna go the other way. I think it's a statement to Giannis. Like, hey, bro, like if you stay, we got you, bro. Like you stay, we got you, bro. Like we gonna try to fight with you as much as we can to try to get to this chip. We gonna try to stay healthy. But like if you on your way out, then it's like we really not gonna be relevant. But with you, like we can compete, bro. We can compete. So like I think that shows Giannis like, okay, there could be something over here. Um and I think that he will kind of look to maybe stay or like stay even longer than just this year, like not even try to get traded. But Ryan Rollins is nice.
Yeah,
Who
he
the
be
fuck
Like
hoop.
is this nigga, dog? I don't
like
know who,
he
who is. Excuse my language, my bad. But who is, bro? He be going crazy.
I
he
say,
going
oh,
crazy,
low key nice.
Is
bro.
cause
He's
I
nice,
know cause
nice.
I thought it was Johnson that was supposed to AJ Johnson who was supposed to be taking over, but they got this dude taking over. I'm like, who is he?
Nah,
He's cold, bro. And like he's like he can wear both hats. He can go like scoring bag, but he can also go like playmaking bag too. So it's like he gonna be straight. Like I said last time, they got like a good blend of like young talent with like some old talent in there too. But for them to, I didn't expect them to beat Golden State. You took the first one of two meetings
mm,
without Giannis. Oh yeah, it's gonna get crazy for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, I agree with you to when you said that it was to show Giannis something. I just think it was to show Giannis something else. Swing that rock, B. Rock. Get off it, man. Get off it. But
Hey man.
Bucks are 4-1 right now.
Yeah.
I'm surprised about that. Um, like you said, the reason why I said to swing it is because in the first few games you ain't really hear Miles Turner's name.
Yeah, I
You know what
know.
I'm saying? Now you hear it, right?
I didn't even
Now,
know they had Cole Anthony to be
right,
completely honest with you.
like you got players on your team that could low key go 1v1. You know what I mean? Like, and then like I think, man, I think it's just is D Ham and them, his coach, right? Y'all just throwing the
Well,
ball.
I don't think Giannis need to be bringing it up with all these guards.
Right.
Like, you got enough guards for you to be able to just catch it on the pick and roll, catch it in the half court set. Even if you're at the top of the key, like you ain't got to bring it up. But I mean, I get it too. It's a stars league.
Yeah, but like this is what I'm saying is he could still take over. He should play, excuse me, he should play more like Shea. To where I only take over the end of the third, going into, for the third to the fourth, right? But you mean to tell me you got Rollins and Cole Anthony in the pick and roll, and if you're setting the screen, everybody thinks you're going to get the bounce pass, you know what I'm saying? But if you allow somebody who could play one-on-one, like who's an actual shot creator, to play off of somebody like Giannis, you get what I'm saying? You let them
Right.
get it for the first 3 quarters. You know what I mean? You'll still get the ball. You'll get putbacks because, Giannis is a sweaty. So he's still going to get his stuff, right? But what you do is you chill and then you take over in the fourth. Like, and you can get 20 points in the quarter. You'll still end up with 35 points because you're going to get 15 points within the course of the first 3 quarters easily.
But do you think that changes? And I'm not saying this is a strategy, but do you think that changes the strategy of wearing teams down early? Because if
Yeah,
Giannis takes off the gas, then he not bumping guys. He's not just coming downhill. Guys picking up early fouls. Like
I
you keep guys in the game at that point.
Yeah, but I think that when Giannis won his championship, that team that he had that he won the chip with wasn't necessarily looking. They were so well balanced that they didn't have to look at Giannis 24/7, like he's been having to be looked at for the past 2, 3 years. You know what I mean? To where in every pick and roll, you're looking to get Giannis to drop off more than get your own bucket. And every rebounding, like he rebounded and go. You remember the other teams that he was on with Milwaukee, he'd rebound sometimes and give it to Drew. He'd kick it ahead to Chris. You know what I'm saying? Like he would do all of that stuff to where it's like you haven't seen Giannis play like that in a couple years, is all I'm saying. So I
Yeah.
don't think it'll take away from wearing the play, like wearing another team down, because he's still gonna have his moments to where now, if he's not bringing it up, or now if he's not playing thirst bucket basketball, once you get it back, now the wall's not built. Once you take it and running all the way down with it, every chance you get, they're gonna just build that wall, and now you having the Euro and get around and stuff like that instead of like kind of catching it better. You get what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Positioning yourself better.
right, and then you could still bump, and you could still, you know what I mean, still get it.
Yeah.
Like I said, you'll get to 35 points, and because you're gonna at least get 6 to 8 points at the rim, or them leaving you open, or you actually catching it on the pick and roll, and you finish,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna
It
get 6 free throws.
Right. It's very rare. I see what you're saying because it's very rare you see Giannis in like a decoy situation. The
Right,
only time he's really trying to get off the ball is when he's bringing up the ball and you see like he sees the double and it's like, okay, I'm getting off it now. But if you use like how Steph is, because Steph had a good game too. Like Steph probably sets the second most screen on the team besides Draymond.
right,
And it's like, yeah, you setting all those screens and everybody else gets to score now.
right,
Like, if you put Giannis in more situations where he's screening or even screening off the ball,
right.
right, then it does look like everybody else gets to score too. Like everybody else gets to benefit from how good you are. So yeah, I do think if he does get this kind of shows Giannis that you got some stuff too. You got some stuff over here too.
Yeah, because the swing could go to Miles Turner. The swing goes to Turner. You know what I mean? Cole Anthony may not be the guard for Orlando, but he's the prototypical type of 6 man type of like maybe starting guard that you would want next to a versatile big because he can get his own bucket. You know what I mean? Like he's not somebody who relies on you to get a bucket. He can get a bucket 1v1. You put him in the screen and roll with Giannis, then it's up. But the thing about Rollins is Rollins showing you like, you know what, I could do that. Right? He had 32 points. He only shot 3 free throws, and he missed 2 of them. He was 1 for 3
Right.
free throw line. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like he has to play a certain game to get his. No. Like this team is maybe a hair better than what I wanted to give them credit, right? And in the Eastern Conference, that's not that good to begin with.
Right.
They'll be all right. So that's why I like that you brought up that them getting a West Coast win
Yeah, that's big. Yeah,
early
that's big.
is big. And but also on the reverse, Golden State losing East Coast because East Coast is the easier team to play could come back and
Mm.
bite later on in the year when it's records time.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't give these certain. That's why everybody losing to Portland is gonna matter.
Right.
It's gonna matter later. You can't give up these games like you be giving up because then you're gonna get clipped.
It's a fact. Let's change gears. Let's change gears to the other game, another big game of the night, the Spurs game. The Spurs they won 107 to Miami 101. With this win, the Spurs improved to 5-0, making it the first time in franchise history they start off with a hat trick. Victor Wembanyama puts up 27, 18, 6, and has a ton of blocks. Stephon Castle had 21, 8, and 6, 4 steals. And Bam led Miami with 31 and 10. And Andrew Wiggins had 24. What is your guys' takes from the Spurs games? Bill, we'll start with you.
Hey, Castle having that many assists, and like it says right here that he only had 2 turnovers is crazy. You know, like to have that 8 assist, 2 turnover ratio by somebody who you wouldn't consider is a lead guard.
Yeah, well, that's 4-to-1 ratio. So
Right.
yeah,
It's like I think that's really good. We know that Wemby gonna be doing Wemby stuff. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even a necessarily monster night for Wemby, and we're talking about somebody who had 27 and 18 rebounds or something like. You know what I mean? So but I kind of look at these games what San Antonio is able to do in their 5-0 stretch is not only win winnable games, but win them in impressive fashion, like with executing down the stretch, with out hustling teams, outsmarting teams, right? For somebody from a coach's perspective, this coach took over a little bit before midway through the season last year. Now he gets it right,
Yeah.
and now he gets his full training camp with this team, right? And they look like this, right? I think that is a testament to his camp that he's running. That's a testament to the accountability that they have there.
The
The
culture too.
the culture, yeah, the culture's already set in stone, but it's hard. It's hard to find players that will upkeep a culture that they weren't a part of. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for sure. But
That
but the thing that helps that out is that you still got everybody that built that culture around.
around
Like
it.
Popovich was still there throughout the summer. You had Manu, you had Tony, you had Tim there. So like you had even what's the name show? I think Bruce Bowen.
Yeah,
Like
but
you have so many people that still show up that built that culture,
yeah,
that's even left that culture and still came back. Like
right.
that's very very impactful to a young group. So like yeah, he's taking this new type of formula and this new Spurs type of team, but the culture, like you said, the culture is intact, but the culture's still there,
Yeah.
which you don't get that with a lot of teams. So it's
This is
it's very very cool to see.
it is dope to see because this is probably the youngest, best Spurs team that they've had.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Easily.
it's like they're doing the Spurs type of way, but in an OKC type of way, which is we're going to just accumulate a lot of young talent and we're going to develop them in house and we're going to keep them. Like in any other place, Keldon Johnson would have been gone. In any other
Been
place,
gone.
Sohan would have been gone. In any other place, they would have got rid of the shooting guard dude that plays in the Kobe's.
Champagne.
Devin
Oh,
Vassell.
Devin Vassell.
Vassell, Champagne, where they would have all left. They'd have been somewhere else by this time. But to keep that nucleus of what they were building and to now put that behind young talent is how you really build dynasties in this new modern era, even in the old era, right? I was bringing it up, not to change subject too crazy, but I was bringing this up to one of my buddies to where it was like, the way that the Lakers were able to three-peat under Kobe and Shaq is because when Phil Jackson got the team that Phil Jackson was inheriting had already won 61 games the year before. And the starters that Phil Jackson was getting, he actually put on the bench. So Derek Fisher and Rick Fox and Robert Horry, who were starting for a 60-win team, a 58-win team the year before, that lost to Utah in the playoffs, right? You put those guys on the bench for Horace Grant, Ron Harper, and Glenn Rice. And it's the 8-man, 9-man depth that you had, right? And that's kind of what I see with San Antonio. You were trying to build around Sohan and Keldon and, Vassell and all of those guys, right? But then the real guys showed up. You know what I mean? Wemby, Castle, you know what I mean? Those guys showed up. So you get
you get a De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox comes in, right? So you get to push a team that you were all
Started. That was already starting to the
boom.
bench.
So when
Yeah.
it hit, it start to hit. You know what I mean? It's gonna really hit.
And it connects. Yeah, that's the thing. It can one thing that I'll say that's really, really impressive is they went 5-0. It's kind of crazy to think that this is the first time Spurs team went 5-0. Which is actually crazy to think about. And I'll say this though. This is an impressive win because Miami is low key. Like so far, I mean, they're 3-2. They could have won this game and easily been 4-1, which would have been like, oh shoot, Miami's here. They're also playing without their leading scorer, Tyler Hero. He's out.
Yeah.
And they're still putting up 140 a game, like, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like they won they beat Memphis by 30 almost. It was like 146 to like 110. Like it was crazy. And then they turned around and did the Hornets the same way, like 144 to like 115, something like that. So like they put up a lot of points, which is crazy. I'm looking at who they beaten so far. Like they beaten Memphis, they've beaten the Knicks and the Hornets. They lost to the Magic and they lost to Wemby today. And then we play them next. So it's going to like if they're putting up 140, it can look kind of crazy. Like hopefully we don't get ran out the gym not having us what I mean by the Lakers. Hopefully we don't get ran out the gym because they putting up points. Like so that's why I think it's a very, very impressive win for me. Like because the Miami Heat
They're
score
not
a lot of points.
yeah,
Their pace is crazy. They play defense. They have depth, and they're always gonna have depth. But it's
they're
like
gonna know
that's an impressive win.
Miami look king of the no face league. Spoelstra don't even want nobody with a face. Like he want all role players on his team.
Yeah,
And he thrive with that.
and
He
he
don't
getting them.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
don't
getting them.
he getting them for sure. He don't even be caring, bro.
Yeah, that's one thing about the Heat is they always them, Memphis, the Hawks.
Yep, them. Yep,
You can't
all
even
no
And,
face.
and you're lucky Magic started winning too.
Yeah.
Cause they beating up King No Face too. The
Yeah.
nigga Anthony Black, that nigga, I forgot that nigga was on that team. So yeah, let's get into this Laker game. It was the thriller Laker game last night. The Lakers end up winning by Austin Reeves game tying floater 116 to 115. He ended with 28 and also had a career high in assists with 16. My guys, what did y'all think of the Lakers last night?
Paying.
Hey man. Hey, you paying him now, Jay? You gonna pay him?
No,
You don't want to
I
pay.
want to win.
All right, look, I'm gonna be real.
I pay this nigga, you stop. If I pay him, it's over with. We not winning.
It's over.
It's over with.
Hey, Uno, you not paying him?
I'm not paying him. That nigga can give me 25 and 25, and I'm not paying that nigga. I'm not paying him
man.
300 million.
No,
300 million.
gonna get that.
This year, right now, he's going on track to be an all-star. Yes?
Yeah.
But he's on track. No, if we voting, fans vote, he's gonna be an all-star if it ended today, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No J-Dub,
If it ends
no
today,
Luca.
well, they probably not going. J-Dub probably not going to get in because his hand. You need 67 games. So now he get in. If the season ends today, he make an All NBA team
for sure.
Yeah,
13 for sure.
That's 300 mil.
Wait, hold up. But the thing about it, he don't have
that's 300.
He don't.
Yeah,
have,
that's 300.
300 right there. Bye.
They don't have that in his contract though. It won't.
Everybody got it. Everybody got it in the CBA. Everybody got it.
I think if you make an All NBA team, they automatically like
you automatically qualify for a super
you qualify. Yep, you qualify.
Yeah, they said that. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
They automatically.
Said if he do what he do, he's supposed to get by the Lakers. The Lakers if the Lakers max him out, it is a 5-year, $240 million contract.
Yeah, that's more than what we just gave Luka.
Yeah,
that's
but
more money than what you just gave Luka.
Yeah, but he not homegrown.
Okay, I don't that bit. Y'all not helping the point. Y'all are giving me the more reason to let the nigga go.
I'm being real. I didn't know it was 240, but but that's crazy. But what I'm saying is we gave Luka the deal we did for a 3-year deal because he has to be with the Lakers 3 years for him to get that super 300. I think it's
ridiculous. It'll be 400 by the time he qualifies.
Oh yeah, 5.
Yeah, it's gonna be ridiculous.
So he set himself up so he could qualify for the 4 the quickest way that he could. But Austin Reeves, I think this is the highest. Like if he goes to another team, they could only pay him up to 178.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, which is which the Lakers wish they could pay him. If this goes out to how it's going to end up going out, yeah, bro, $248 million for a player who's going to be 30 by the second year of his 31 by the second year of his contract. I'm cool.
You think that Austin Reeves is not more worth the money that Kyrie Irving just got?
Well, yeah, but we paid Kyrie off a legacy, and he got 120 something.
Legacy, yeah.
3 years, 120 something.
Legacy is right.
I would give the nigga 3 years, 120 something.
Yeah, look,
y'all added 2 more years to another $100 million.
Yeah, he didn't blew his knee out. He 34.
Well, okay. What are you asking me? What is from who? Are you asking me if I'm the Mavericks? Am I paying Kyrie? Yes, there's not a question because look at what they running at point guard now. So you, regardless if it's a shell of what he was, you need a point guard. If I'm the Lakers and Kyrie is a free agent, am I signing Kyrie? Hell no. Like I'm not for the 120 that he deserves. No.
Yeah,
I think that's the type of player that the Austin Reeves prototype is the type of player you want next to Luka. Like that's the guy that you want next to Luka. Somebody who can get his own bucket to where if they have to be reluctant to double team.
All right,
That's
Yeah, that's a Brunson, that's a Kyrie. That's what
realistically, my
we had.
question to y'all is if you put let's say, because he butt naked right now. Let's say you put Michael Porter Jr. and Miles Bridges on the Laker team right now. You take off Luka and you take off Braun. Same exact team, but you add those two players. Are we winning more? Are we fifth seed? Where do y'all see this team being if that was the squad?
oh heck no.
No, I think right now, yeah, I think right now with everybody, we're already a 6 seed. Just because there's too many mouths to feed, right?
But
Like I
that's
think
what
we're
I'm
gonna
saying.
lose a
So
lot of games with that. I
if you
think
just take
we'll,
away
yeah,
the
you
two
take them
mouths,
two away,
and you
and
just
you
put
put
this
like an
nigga as
MPJ
the
or
main
Miles
guy.
Bridges.
Exactly.
I think we're lower than 6 seed. I think we're like ninth,
We
fighting for playing.
this is what it showed me last night, man. That Julius Randle is a 3-time All-Star for the Knicks, right? He comes, he's second fiddle to Ant, right? They're playing with an All-Star in Rudy Gobert. They're playing with an All-Star in Julius Randle. They have home court advantage. They're playing up against a non-All-Star, nothing on the Lakers. No accolades. Austin Reeves undrafted. And on a bad night of them double teaming and picking him up full court with McDaniels and everybody, he hits the game-winning shot, 28.16 assists. Coming off of a 41-point game and a 50.
Y'all gonna hate
Yeah,
me.
but okay, but
Y'all gonna hate
look,
me.
but this is
Y'all gonna hate
what
me.
I'm this
Y'all gonna hate me. You know who I seen do this before? Y'all know who I
you
seen
gonna
this
say
before?
Jeremy Lin.
What the hell? This what it looked like. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. It looked like, hey, nobody out there can go get a bucket, but one nigga go give him the ball and go figure it out. And that's good basketball. I see what that looked like when I paid Jeremy Lin $70 million after that, and that was the inflation. that was talking about inflation.
I'm gonna be real. The only
add $2 more million on that, 200 more million
is Jeremy Lin. The thing that I always want to keep in perspective when I'm talking about AR is every time AD, LeBron, or now Luka, anytime any of them are missing,
He do step up.
it's this. This
Yeah, he
ain't.
do step up.
This is like if you give me the ball, not only am I gonna have dummy numbers, but we gonna win.
I don't want to hold. But you know who also else did that? And I brought him up last show. Now he ain't did it since he left. But Kuzma. Kuzma was doing, he did. But not at a course of a 50 ball. But not at a course of a 50 ball, of course. But that's also a power forward, small forward, a power 2 guard. But
yeah, he's not bringing it up.
But when
he
go out, when they went out, he hit 40 ball. He had to go get it every time, or they wasn't gonna win nothing.
He had 30s. He maybe had 140 ball. The only other person that I saw do stuff like this when they were kind of by themselves is like I only seen D'Lo do it once when it was young D'Lo. You know what I mean? Go out there and get a 50 ball, and you don't really.
He was an all-star there that year, though.
You know what I'm saying? No, he went to Brooklyn and got his all-star, but that's what I think. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what I would.
Well, I'll say this.
Kuzma had his best season with the Lakers with Lonzo Ball.
Did he though?
He did. He scored 17.
I mean, but that's what I mean, numbers wise. But that's what I'm saying. But efficiency
was that
wise,
his best year?
Was that his best year? Also averaging 16. Like he averaged
less points.
Obviously
his best year is when we won the chip. but from a
but he didn't play.
like being productive,
He was that nigga.
No,
He
no,
was
no.
being
good. I
productive.
low key feel like you low key hoeing Cools right now, low key.
I like Kuz. Y'all know. I rock with Kuz.
Back then, Kuz was the he was a spark. Like we needed that.
I would say
Yeah,
why I said that he didn't play is because you had to play him in a specific, you know what I mean, like
you
a
couldn't play him everywhere. You couldn't play him in 3 spots.
No.
that team, right? That team was so veteran that having Kuzma on there was like him. When you put Kuzma and Caruso and them in the game, they was hooping, right? Like they was just out there playing, and then you could sit them for Danny Green and KCP and all the other guys. But I think that AR is more like, I guess, like what, like Manu. He's more
Well,
Manu.
no, I mean he is like who we already have in the like on our team. Like he is on a lower scale a Luca and LeBron because he's on the ball, he play makes, he does look to pass, but he's also gonna get his. And if he's shooting bad, he can still get to the line and get 20. Like this is the reason why I said I think we're gonna be around 60 because it's just too many mouths to feed. Like they all played the same way. And that's the issue.
Well, I don't
When
think that's necessarily. I get what you mean, but
It's
I
not
don't.
an issue if you take Braun off the team. It's an issue with Braun on the team.
Not well. I don't even
right.
think the issue with that. The only issue is that kind of like James Harden in a way. Sometimes Luka doesn't move without the ball, but the other two do. Austin Reeves moves without the ball, and LeBron moves without the ball. So Luka having the ball works that way, but it works really if you do the whole okay, like all right, boom, like Drew when me and you would play, right, boom. We knew that I was like, okay, look, Andrew gonna go down there, he gonna kill them the whole beginning, and then I know I'm gonna get a stretch, and when I get the stretch, I'm gonna go in there and do my thing, right? Boom, boom, boom. If you do that, right, then the third guy who would be Austin Reeves, all he has to do is play one-on-one when he gets that opportunity. He's gonna get 6 to 8 minutes a game for him to run the show. This is why you did what you did. This is why getting DeAndre Ayton makes sense. This is why keeping Rui Hachimura makes sense. Because if the three best players on your team can all run the same thing interchangeable, then and there's two guys who move without the ball and one who predominantly doesn't, but you want him to have the ball anyways. This is what you did in Dallas. This is
But this is why it looks different for the Lakers is because Reeves is so far using DeAndre Ayton the best that he's ever been in the league, even when they went to the championship. Right? He's actually utilizing DeAndre Ayton
yeah,
because
he
Austin Reeves doesn't need to get all the way to the rim.
right.
Right? So when you look at Luca always needs a lob threat. That's why Luca actually likes to play with
Jackson. Yeah,
Jackson Hayes a little bit more than a DeAndre Ayton because DeAndre Ayton isn't rolling all the way to the rim,
right.
and Luca can't get all the way to the rim now because that big is there because Da is there, right? Which still he still makes it work, right? But LeBron is not going to really well. The thing is it's a strategy to let LeBron pull that three.
Right.
It's a strategy. So it's like if you fall into the trap, LeBron, then these are empty possessions because you don't get it to DeAndre Ayton or you don't hit the three like that. So it becomes tough if you utilize them in that same way, which then is going to be, which my fear is going to be, well, we're not going to utilize DA in the pick and roll when LeBron has it. We're not going to utilize DA in the pick and roll when Luca has it. We're only utilize him when Reeves has it. And now it's become like it's easier to scout now in the playoffs where like this is what they're gonna do when this person's in the game. And then when DeAndre Ayton's not in the game and you see Jackson Hayes, okay, they going to the rim. Everything is going to be a lob to the rim. Like it's easy to
But
start
you're right.
planning for.
But that's the reason why I liked what they did last night, because Minnesota came in with the game plan of the dude that we put on Luka, we're putting on Austin, and he ain't Luka, so we should win this game. Gobert and Julius Randle are considered better players than Austin Reeves in league wide. They're considered better than him. We're missing LeBron and Luka. You guys are only missing Ant. You have everybody else. Naz Reid, you have everybody else. Austin Reeves' ability to make his teammates better is something that you only really see from stars. Jake LaRavia had 27 points.
Yeah, I think that's what I was about to say. That's the more impressive thing about the win than Reeves' heroics. Because even though we said like, yeah, we got out of that and Reeves had 20 something and 16 against McDaniels, who's arguably top 10 defenders in the league, like Reeves shot bad. So like check mark on that defensively when it comes to slowing him down from what he's been doing the past
Yeah,
couple of days.
if a nigga came up, I'm gonna be real. If a nigga, hey man, I did my job. If a nigga, a total use rate is 95, and and the boy shot 40%, and he got 20,
30 something percent. He was
yeah,
like
like
9 for 20 something. Like
I feel like
that's
I
what I'm
did
saying.
my
Like
job. I
you
did
did
my
your
job.
job.
I look at it like this. The job is to get the dub. And
For sure. I mean, for sure.
I shot for 29. And the one shot that I made tonight
It
Hit the game winner.
Hit the game
Was
winner.
the game winner.
and you ain't keep me from you ain't keep me under 20.
I mean, it ain't.
Right,
I mean, I had 28. If you would have kept me at
Right.
26, y'all would have won.
But especially in this league, it's always about like, can I slow the guy down? Because you ain't gonna be able to defend him. Right. The way that the things are officiated now, it's so much predicated towards offensive players. So it's like your job is to slow him down. Right now, he's on a heater. As of right now, he's averaging 37 points per game. You have to slow him down. So I think he did. That's the reason why I said the more impressive thing is Jake LaRavia getting 27.
He does it.
You had Dalton Connect finally was like, okay, he's open. He had 17. DeAndre Ayton still has 17. So it's like I think it's more impressive Reeves getting the 16.
Yeah. That's
with the 16 assists.
Yeah.
Then I mean, even though it's like, yeah, that's his career high, but still, it's more impressive getting 16 assists.
You know what I mean?
Getting that, yeah.
So it's like you've tied your career high. You know, you didn't allow. The thing I like about Austin Reeves is this: I'm being defended well. They're doing a good job. This is a top defensive team in the league. This is one of them. Top 5. They've been top 5 defense with Rudy Gobert winning Defensive Player of the Year and McDaniels on the perimeter. We've always been good on defense. And Ant playing defense. So they are a good defense, but I did allow me shooting bad didn't turn into me hunting it down. You know what I mean?
Right.
Stop bad. So, but the 24 shots that I shot, right, are
they're makeable. Yeah, they're makeable.
The amount of shots I'm gonna get. I'm out here with LeBron and Luka. Somebody gonna take these shots. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm okay with
the percentage. Yeah, I get it. I get it. With not the percentage, but the shot attempts.
I'm cool with this. I ain't gonna be on a heater every night, right? Because you got to think the part of the reason why LeBron is who he is and Luka is who he is because they 6'8", bro. So now, like something that is a might be a difficult shot for me, I'm over the top on this. You know what I'm saying? For this dude, you know what I mean? So yeah, but I just think that Austin Reeves' ability to not allow one aspect of his game to take him out of his entirety of the game, And then I think JJ brought this up in the press conference after. He was just like, Austin Reeves has already proved himself, but he plays in such a way to where he's not oblivious to the noise. You know what I mean? Like, he carries himself like, I have to prove this every night. And you see it. And I think that him being able to lead such a shorthanded team, right? Like, okay, Austin Reeves had 16 assists and 3 turnovers, and he had the ball at 90 percentile.
Yeah,
90.
that's efficiency.
You know what I'm saying? His usage rate is at 95, you said, right, Uno? So
yeah,
it's like
90 something, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you 16 with 3 turnovers and you had a ball all day. Shoot, and they gonna double team you, and like the double came for the game winner. The double came high. He split. He split on the defensive player of the year and somebody who is top 10 in perimeter defense in the league.
Yeah, and I think the reason, I think he's crafty enough to split. Like, he's crafty enough to get open. I
That's what
think
reminds me of a Ginobili-esque
Ginobili,
type of player. Meaning, like, if any given night Ginobili looks like the best player on the Spurs.
he's not like a it sounds crazy to say, but he's not like a whiter wash, not like wash, but like a different font D Wade. Like, besides like getting above the rim, not the above the rim D Wade. The like on the ground drawing fouls.
I see what you're saying. I feel like it's more of a version of D Wade, and that version of D Wade sucked. I think, like, and I don't mean
D Wade.
Yeah, like, I don't want to I don't want to bash, but it's like the apex of the 2013 D Wade, 2012 D Wade.
I heard somebody say, I forgot where it was. It's probably like on IG or something like that. But somebody has said that he's a better passing version of the players that we like. So like so they was like, what do you mean? So he was like, he's a better passing version, but still gets the same buckets as Lou Will. He's a better passing version, but still gets the same buckets as Jamal Crawford. He's a better pass, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's them to where
he like
you
Rudy Fernandez or something.
I was gonna say, the only reason why it's hard to find a comp is because what is his go-to? What is Austin Reeves when the court shrinks? Luka's step backing, James Harden step backing, Bron trying to dunk on somebody. If he ain't got a dunk, it's an ugly fade. Kobe in the post
and
fade.
I think,
what is Austin Reeves go to?
I think that's
bucket.
Everything in the midi. All of his game winners have either come off layups to the cup, like breaking you down and getting all the way to the cup, or he's hitting you with a fade.
But I get what Uno's talking about, because we talking about more so like playoffs. You need a bucket. You don't have a move.
What are you going to
get
do?
a bucket?
He yelled at him. That was in Memphis. When he yelled at him when he hit the game winner, that was in Memphis.
But I'm going to take your game-winning floater if your go-to for game every time, or your go-to, not every time, because if you go to a floater every time, your floater, Bako. But what I'm saying is if every time is game-winning time, right? When it's game-winning time, if we tied or we down one, every time a star player get the basketball, we know what that nigga doing.
Yeah,
we know what he doing. We know what he doing. He know what he doing. The defender know what he doing. It's green or it ain't green. But we know what everybody knows.
And it's green every time.
And it's green for the most part. When Austin Reeves get it and he cooking, it's gonna be a float. It's gonna be a mid-range spin. It's gonna be a step back. It might be a euro. That's too much. You ain't got no go-to.
No, I think that because I think that he's kind of like Kai, to where it's like, however I got to get it tonight, I'm going to get it tonight. It might be left down the lane over Joker. It might be fade into falling out of bounds. It might be a float game. It might be an up and under. However you give it to me, I'm going to get a bucket today. Like, I'm getting this bucket. No matter what you do, I'm going to get this bucket. And he's kind of clutch at it. Like, I think
Nah,
that,
he's pretty clutch.
like, the person who kind of broke that mold in a way was Bron. It's not until later in this career to where you can kind of judge what Bron's going to do. But LeBron James to win a game, we've seen him do it his whole career. He'll win a game off a layup, right? Boom, 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 right down the lane over Washington, layup in the playoffs game. He'll
He yeah.
fade out
He
of bounds
did same thing against Indiana. He caught it at the top of the key, turned the corner, got the layup.
layup, right? He'll hit a game winning three. He'll hit a mid range turnaround when Kevin Love threw that full court pass and he caught it and turned over the side. However you gonna allow him to get it, he gonna get it that way. It was Kobe and Mike that you knew, I mean, and now James Harden and Luka, they kind of do the same thing.
You had Tim, you had KG, Ray Allen. You knew what he was
Dirk,
coming.
they had
You knew that. Yeah,
it. You
they
had him.
had it.
The
Now,
only one that ain't had it is Allen Houston. That's why we don't say his name. Niggas like that, they ain't got no go-to, so we don't know their nigga name. We don't remember.
no, I don't think that anybody would see LeBron and say, I know what his go-to is. You just
Yeah, he going to that rim. That's what you're gonna say.
if he can get all the way to the rim, he can. But we've seen him like do so many different stuff on his game.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? We know
But
that.
I guess that's his problem with the art, and I feel like that's why people say he's not a scorer, right? That would go into that argument, right? If someone say, well, he's not even the best scorer, and it'd be like, okay, well, you can't say that if you least nigga scoring. It's like, well, the nigga don't even have to go to bucket. When it's time to put the ball, what he gonna do? He gonna do anything. And it's like, okay, I hear you.
Like,
But that's why you can, like, for those players, like, you can funnel them into, like, yeah, you took a bad shot for that, or like I made you rush that shot, or I made you go into a area that you didn't want to go to because you don't have a go to, like
right.
that.
But
That's yeah.
yeah, but you can, but that also in that same result that gets you that could put you in trouble, because if you make a somebody who's not already knowing in his head what he wants to do, you know what I'm saying, coming down the court like, I'm about to do this to get my shot. Somebody who doesn't know that, especially in this NBA, whatever defensive mistake you make, I can exploit it. And I'm comfortable enough to get a bucket in ways to where you don't necessarily know how it's gonna come. Like, he split the defense. He came downhill, split the defense, made the teardrop, right arm, right leg down. You know what I'm saying? That's not even the right way to do it. You know what I'm saying? To hit the teardrop. He just stopped on the dime. He seen DiVincenzo was about to try to take the charge. He stops on the dime, puts it up all net. Like, he's willing to get it out. And I just think, not necessarily as a number one option, right? But as a number two and a number three option when LeBron gets back, to have that guy that's that talented, right, is something that I don't think the Lakers necessarily. I think that Austin Reeves is coming into, I think he's a throwback player. And what I mean by throwback player is, since he came into the league older, he's getting into his prime at the time that people way back in the day used to get in their prime, which was from 28 to about 33, 34, to where they enter their prime later because they stayed in school. And by this time, like, this is Austin Reeves, what, fifth season in the league?
Six,
So
maybe six.
it's his sixth season in the league. It makes about sense, right? That he's getting into, like, I feel invincible in this league type of mode. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's getting ready. Maybe, yeah, I mean, maybe it is still early for him. Like, he hasn't gotten a go-to move because it's still technically early for him. He's only been in a handful of those situations, and a couple of those was off of like Braun had it, swing to him. He got a catch and shoot, and he hits it. There's been a couple of situations where he had to be in like catch and shoot situations off of a scramble, and he made those. But
Then there's
um,
the one that he had in Golden State to where
where he cooked Wiggs.
pigs and he got the lay, and
He
that's
got the lay on Wiggs.
you know what I mean? You come, you show up on Christmas. There was days to where, to where it was just him and AD, and the same thing he's doing with DA, he did with AD. So it's not like, he needs a specific type of, this and type of that. It doesn't even matter if the ball's in his hands or he's on the court. JJ even said it last night. I'm confident and I'm comfortable with wherever he is on the floor. Wherever Austin Reeves is on the floor, I'm comfortable with it. I think the Lakers need to pay him. Now,
Yeah.
240 is crazy, but I think we don't want to pay the whites. I'm gonna just go.
We gonna see. I ain't gonna see. I'm interested to see what happens next summer. I hope for. I'm a rented Laker fan, so for the sake of me having my rental hat on, I will say I hope he
What you
don't make.
leave?
Huh?
What are you gonna do when LeBron retires? You gonna stay with us, or you're jumping ship?
I'm going to Charlotte.
Oh no!
I'm going to Charlotte. I'm going with my favorite players. I would have already been there if that nigga retired. I'd be on a losing team right now. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for him to go. I was waiting. Go ahead, just go. So I can go ahead and go put on a Hornets jersey and get the buzzing.
Nasty.
They nasty, and he gonna leave too. And I'm going wherever he go to. I'm going, and I hope it ain't the Clippers. So two more topics, yeah, because it's gonna be one of them. It's gonna be one of them, and they're gonna look to pay somebody. They're gonna try to get the Ball brothers in there, and that's gonna be ugly. Two more things before we get out of here. Who is the worst player so far in the 5 games of the season? I'll start first, so I'll let y'all think about y'all's. My first one, I have one, and I'm done. Klay Thompson has easily been the worst player in the NBA that I've watched. I put my money on this dude yesterday, and
he gave you 5 points.
That dude is the worst. He's the absolute worst. So I don't do this, but if anybody wants any betting advice, go on the unders of Klay Thompson for this formidable future.
Yeah, it's sad to say because that's my dog, man. He's struggling right now. And I think a part of it is struggling is because they playing gimmick ball over there.
Yeah,
we don't know who the 1 is. We don't know who the 3 is.
That nigga can't create his own shot ever, and you expect him to create his own shot without a point guard. It's crazy. He the only shooter out there.
Without him coming off no screens, without him like
you gotta have literally 4 niggas set him a screen to get him an open shot right now.
Yeah, it's nasty over there.
Who you got, Drew?
I guess I will go with, and it sucks because his numbers look good right now, but I just don't like how it look. I don't really like what Karl-Anthony Towns how he look right now. Like, I think he's averaging like something solid too, like 17 and 10. Like, it's not bad, but it's like it just looks nasty. I think he's shooting like 30%.
Yeah, he can't average. He's the type of player that can't average 17 because his volume stays the same. So if he's shooting only 17, that means that he's not hitting, and it looks bad.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like it's fitting right now. And I think part of it is like, he got hurt in the playoffs, and they went deep into the playoffs. Yeah. So you go through what you need to go through to make sure that you're back, but you're not back in time to get your body back. Right. And you come right back into the season, and you just like, I'm gonna give it a go. And it's like the same thing that besides Embiid, I mean, we all know Embiid look bad, but I'm just saying, like,
To be mine,
that's yours, Embiid.
B looked like the worst player in the NBA.
Yeah, he
He
looked bad.
can't jump. He can't move. He looked like his knees is off the bone and his back hurt. You know what I mean? Like, he looked like he got multiple injuries. And
Yeah.
It's
and it,
so bad. His 20 points, he had 20 points in 20 minutes, and he was talking about it's hard to find a rhythm when I don't get to play. And I said, honestly, bro, we undefeated. That's all I need you to play.
yeah,
Yeah.
If you're gonna give me 20 and 20, I don't. You had 20 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. If you can get that in 20 minutes, that's bro. Go sit down,
That's
my
all you
God.
need to
That's
play.
all you
That's
need
the
to play.
process.
you out this. I'm about to take you out the starting lineup, and I'm about to play you the last 20 minutes of the whole game. Like, I don't need nothing from you because the way that you moving. I seen a rebound fly by him, and he ain't even look for it. He just let it go. And I said, hey, he can't move.
The Morrisons said the realest shit about him, though. They said his problem is he is doing this purely off talent. He already worked.
Yeah.
He said he already worked extremely hard. He put in all the work that he already put in. Every superstar has a routine. Every superstar goes in there 2 hours before. He's like, dog,
Right.
this dude pulled up 27 minutes before the game. He came 27 minutes before tip off. Came in, didn't shoot nothing, came in and dropped 50. There's people, he's like, that dude he's different. So, yeah, it's showing now because he don't work hard, but the nigga didn't have to work hard up until he was getting hurt.
Yeah. He like, that's Shaq. The stuff like that
Yeah.
would make me so mad that you can go down 4 Big Macs, pull up to the game, get 50, so you think that you don't have to work out. I'm gonna get
You think the 4 Big Mac part of the routine.
so you're gonna get 4 more Big Macs the next game too. And you not showing up. I know if you showing up 27 minutes before the game, you showing up an hour and a half late to practice. I know you is.
If you going to practice.
If you practice,
if you going to practice.
You. And I know what it is. I know what it is. Embiid looks like exactly what you said, Uno. He not working out. He ain't nothing. And he don't want to move on the court. He don't want to move. Like, it's bad, bro. It's bad. Like, there's
it's bad.
Yeah, it looks crazy too because it's like when he's in the game, their offense is so slow.
It's bad.
As soon as they take him out, they gunning, they moving and grooving. It looked like the Showtime Lakers. It looked like what the Showtime Lakers would look like.
Jared coming back.
Huh?
Yeah, Jared coming back.
Jared who?
McCain.
Oh, they gonna be
coming back. I think he comes back.
Paul George, they might need to let him release him.
In a couple days.
Just release him.
It might be time.
They might just need to release him.
Might be time.
They gotta release both of them players, man.
Yeah, you might just need to release him. I wouldn't even trade him. Because the trades is gonna be insulting. It's gonna be like four second rounders or some shit. Just go ahead and just trade him. Just trade him. I would just release him.
I ain't gonna even lie. I'll call Washington and ask for Middleton. For Paul.
Come on, Chris.
I'd rather have Chris. At least he gonna play.
I'll be real. Who we talking about right now?
Paul George.
No, what team? The 76ers. I'll be real. Go bring Tobias back.
T-Boy?
Go bring Tobias back. If he gonna shoot that 50 clip, he's shooting from 3 over there, and his 18 off a catch and shoot, go get that. And you don't even need go get or go call New York. Go send him to preparatory. Go send Paul George to New York, and go bring me Jordan Clarkson and Shamit, and I'll take them niggas off your hands for them two right now.
Yeah, I mean he's gotta.
Paul George ain't worth a McDouble and a doggone
Yeah, but that's why it's gonna be 5 second rounders or release them.
release like that. I would, whatever I would do, I'm doing it after I get I'm trading Embiid and I'm getting whatever I can for Embiid. I don't even care what it is. Then, based on how that looks, it's going to tell me if I'm going to be able to trade Paul George or if I got to amnesty him. You know what I'm saying? like that's what it's going to tell me, because if the market for Embiid is bad, ain't no market for him. Ain't no market, man.
Well, I'll get to this last topic and we're gonna get out of here. It's a clip, so I'm gonna play it and then I want your opinion on the clip. Let me know if y'all can hear this.
I gotta say that again if I didn't say it the first time. Shout out to G. Rest in peace. All right, but this G says,
Y'all hear this?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think sometimes when you guys cover things like the Stephen A. Smith Bronny topic, you occasionally miss the mark because you either personally know one of the subjects of discussion or because you empathize in some way as a fellow public figure, broadcaster, etc. So I wanted to try to give you an outside perspective on the topic as someone who isn't connected in any way. Okay. I don't know Stephen A. Smith. I don't know LeBron. I don't know anyone with the Lakers, ESPN, or anyone involved. I'm just a fan and want to tell you why I think what Stephen A. Smith does is both nasty and distinctly different from, say, how Mark might critique Bronny. You all know for a fact that Stephen A. Smith doesn't think Bronny deserved to be taken with the 55th pick, right? He doesn't think he belongs in the league. He thinks it's nothing more than nepotism and leverage. He's covered it ad nauseum. I need to make the font bigger. He's covered it ad nauseum on his show. And he says he does it because it's his job to cover the NBA and relevant storylines. So he has to talk about it. And as you all say, Bronny chose to be a professional basketball player. So he has therefore subjected and opened himself up to any and all critiques, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, fair. I'm following. But let me ask you, what is Stephen A. Smith's opinion about the 54th pick in that draft? What's his opinion about the 44th pick? Do any of you know what he thinks about the 34th pick? What's his opinion about the 24th pick? Quick, off the top of your head, I want someone on that couch to tell me what Stephen A. Smith's opinion is of Zachary Rishisher.
I think we've said this opinion, but carry on, G.
Well, he's got a lot more to go here.
Okay.
You don't know, and that's the point. See, I would have said that it's fair to critique Bronny and not the 54th pick because by the sheer nature of his name and lineage, Bronny is a bigger storyline. But he was also the 55th pick. Zachary Rishisher was the number 1 overall pick in that draft. Who the fuck is that? What draft you talking
Maybe talking about second round.
Oh, okay. The first overall pick every year is a guy that the NBA hopes and prays can someday turn into the face of the league. He should absolutely be a storyline, and I'm willing to bet that 99.9% of listeners not only can't tell me what Stephen A. Smith's opinion of him is, but they probably don't know who he is or where he plays. But you know for a fact that Bronny doesn't belong in the league because the biggest name in sports broadcasting on the biggest show and on the biggest network routinely tells you both directly and indirectly that Bronny doesn't belong. Look, Bronny James isn't LeBron, but he was a McDonald's All-American and a starter on a legitimate D1 team before he had a fucking heart attack. And if that wasn't enough, he has 1 percentile athleticism in the history of the world. Yeah, I think an NBA team might take a swing on the kid. You want to see real nepotism? Tell me why Stephen A. Smith's daughter is getting airtime on the biggest platform in sports media.
Rishisher was the first pick.
He was picked number picked by Atlanta in 2024. Yeah, well, that's from France. He's from France. Is her resume in journalism equivalent to Bronny's in basketball? And even if it is, her resume better than the millions of people out there that have been grinding away for years in the sports media and journalism space and would kill for a couple minutes every now and then on ESPN's First Take? Or did Stephen A. Smith use his power and leverage to get her airtime? Stephen A. can spin the narratives any way he wants. That show was not founded on the Dallas Cowboys or Tim Tebow or Alabama football or Linsanity. First Take built an empire mainly off its patriarch, Skip Bayless, coming in every single day and finding some new way to kick LeBron's back in no matter what the topic was. And when Skip left, Stephen A took up the mantle by constantly taking passive-aggressive, snarky pot shots at LeBron with sarcastic graphics and title bars, sassy jabs, damning with faint praise. Oops. Screen darkened. Damning with faint praise and all other sorts of petty bullshit to convince a generation of fans that the guy Stephen A. Smith himself admittedly has ranked as the second greatest basketball player to ever play the game is nothing more than a whiny, petulant, unimpressive, soft-hearted diva. And even though LeBron has occasionally taken a little shot here and there in the media, for the most part, he's taken it all on the chin for the past 23 years because he understood the weight that comes with being the face of the NBA. But now, after all of that, after decades of careers, television shows, and networks being built off kicking my back in, as I'm on my way out the door, you're still taking shots at me by crucifying my kid. Nah, dog. Now I gotta come see you. Every segment, Stephen A. says, athletes got his number. Every segment, he talks about how easy it is to find him and that he's at the games. Every segment, he says that they could talk to him at any point. Well, Bron pulled up and you wasn't about it. Or maybe, just maybe, you knew you were in the wrong. I get it. Stephen A's all of our friend. But there are a lot of topics, including LeBron, where I think Stephen A's pretty foul and doesn't deserve bail. And the more I hear about political parties considering him for office, the sicker I get about it. A rich, charismatic, loudmouth.
All right. But he's going in. But what was y'all takes on that? How do y'all feel about it? Recently, Stephen A has been in the headlines again, going around on different podcasts.
He went on 7, right? He went on the
yeah, he went on Melo's thing. He went on the Pivot. He went on another one, if I'm not mistaken, and he kind of just started talking about after he already went through. He did his whole media run after the incident, and now he's redoing it again on the different platforms. So it's sparking the conversation. So I guess I just wanted to ask y'all opinion. He makes good, valid points. I thought it was an interesting thing when he brought up the Zach Rubichet and brought up the just the contrast.
The 54.
Yeah, just the different contrast between how people criticize Bronny versus how they criticize the first pick in that draft. So what are your guys' takes? If you want to go on that, if you want to go off of talking about what he was saying, if you want to go off the Stephen A, it's up to you guys.
Yeah, I think that it was I think that there's a lot of truth in that, to where it's like the casual fan, which I think he was talking about, because if you don't know who Zach Ricochet is, then you don't really watch basketball like that.
Yeah, because as soon as they said his name, they was like, "Who the fuck is that?" And they was like, "I don't know. I think they talk about the second round first pick." And I'm like, "No, they're talking about the first round first pick. This is the first pick overall." Like
now, like I get it to where Ricochet wasn't even considered to be the number one pick, like consensus or whatever, and that's not a household name. He's from France, so he's not a household name like a Cooper.
He's not a household name out here, but out there,
right, exactly. So, but what I will say, and so he's right to where you know more about Bronny than not. I think that where whoever wrote that is overlooking is this. How this started was, to my knowledge, how it started was the year before when LeBron came out there and said, "I'm watching the NBA and I know that my son is better than some of these players," right? And then he comes to the league and he's not ready. Obviously, he has to develop like most players do, right? I think that Bron doing that, I don't think that's a bad thing. If that's your opinion, that's your opinion, right? But when people have contrary opinions, we heard we heard well, I don't know if you guys did, but but I heard what Jeff Teague was saying about anytime you say anything about Bron,
Mm-hmm.
to where the people from behind the scenes come at you and they come off on you. And I think that somebody who like Stephen A, who refused to be censored, he's not somebody who's going to do anything other than get louder and double down. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going for it. He's like, nah, you ain't gonna tell me nothing. So I just think that his ego, and LeBron is slight petty. You know what I mean? He do things the Drake way, in a way. You know what I mean? To where it's like, you know what I mean? He gonna say something slight and slick, but you know that he talking about you. What? You know what I'm saying? So he gonna do all of that.
Oh, the Thrillist way.
Oh, here we go.
Oh man.
Oh, I
Listen.
have my bad. My bad. Go ahead, finish. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad.
Hey, he do it that way, okay? And then so you feel it, you say it, boom, beam, and now Stephen A, he gonna just say that you don't like him because he doesn't think that you're better than Jordan. You know what I'm saying? No, I think that Stephen A's beef with LeBron could be linked to. He's a business dude, so it could be linked to ESPN, knowing that after Skip Bayless left, they knew that the ratings. You still was gonna have to talk mess about LeBron for the ratings to stay high. He's a business dude. He's a business dude first, right? So I think that could be added interest, but I just don't think that I think that Stephen A's points are genuine. I think that this guy, whoever wrote that, is giving a perspective, because one thing I didn't like in that article is he was saying all of that stuff about Stephen A kind of being malicious. And then when it got to the LeBron part, he said stuff like, and LeBron would throw little jabs here and there. No, don't soften it up. Say that it's a real beef. You know what I mean? If it's beef, then that's what it is. LeBron don't really rock with him because he talking crazy to him. He feel like he talking crazy. And Stephen A, whether it's business oriented or whatever the case may be, you always bringing him up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have let it go, but you doing this press run, and I'm sorry. I'm not here for the political press run, the Stephen A political.
Yeah, I think like what I think about it is that I think, of course, it's a lot deeper than what we know. I think it does kind of, because we, like you said, we know LeBron is kind of soft petty, right? And I think everybody's like this. Like, I'm not rocking with somebody that's not really rocking with me. I just really think that's how LeBron is.
Right,
Right.
right,
So it's like, y'all not rocking with me for real. I'm not rocking with y'all for real. And I will just leave it at that. So I think, and yeah, it could be something as petty as like, y'all don't think I'm the best player in the world. Cool, I'm not rocking with you. He has every right to feel like that, right? So I think it's a little bit of that. And I think because Stephen A, like you said, is so loud and he's not going to stop. I think, I don't know, Stephen A said that there's been plenty of times where LeBron has tried to get him off the air, or LeBron tried to do something to where he got his job, his job was in jeopardy, right? So if that's the case, then yeah, there's real beef in that case.
right,
But as far as as far as the Bronny situation goes, and it's funny because I'm gonna bring up what SGA said about him and Ant doing the shoe war, and he said and I got it right here. He said it's business of marketing. You talk about things that are hot to get clicks, so you can get clicks yourself. Right. And I think that's literally what it is about the Bronny situation. Bronny is hot. So if I want to get clicks myself, I'm going to talk about what's hot.
right.
And if he's hot, whether he's doing well or not, I'm going to talk about it. So, no, we're not talking about the 54th pick. The 54th pick ain't hot. The 54th pick is a 50th pick. So, no, we're not talking about the 54th pick. The 54th pick ain't hot. The 54th pick is a 50th pick. So, no, we're not talking about the 54th pick. The 54th pick ain't hot. The 54th pick is a 50th pick. 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 The 54 Just like we not talking about, you know what I mean? Just like we not talking about like other
The
situations.
first
Like there's
pick.
just, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, we're not really talking about the first pick. The first pick's not doing nothing crazy for us to talk about the first pick. But
Right.
everything about this person is hot. Like you mentioned his, well, I what was it? Last year was his first year.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year was his first year. He was already like high in sales on jersey sales. Like
Mhm.
It
you
was.
you know, okay, no matter what we talking about it. And this kind of brings me into like the Shador Sanders situation,
Right. Right.
which is like Shador ain't played a lick of football since the season started. But he is in the conversation of talk every single day about if he should play or not. Why? No other fifth round pick has ever been talked about this much.
Right.
But Shador is going to be talked about because of who his pops was and because of who he is.
Right.
So and because it's hot
That's a
and it's
good.
gonna get clicks.
Yeah, I
It's
like that.
gonna get clicks.
Yeah.
So like I get it and it looked bad because it's somebody talking about somebody's kid that you don't like. That's the problem. Like Stephen A doesn't like LeBron and you keep talking about his kid, whether it's in a positive or negative way.
Yeah.
So it's like that's the issue. Like if they rocked with each other and then Stephen A was doing this, then it'll be like, okay, we know for sure the only reason why you doing this is because it's hot and you gonna get clicks on it, right? But you don't like the guy and you still going off, so it looks crazy. Um, but literally that's every sport. Like I'm pretty sure they was talking about Ken Griffey Jr. in some form or fashion with the media when Ken Griffey Sr. was there. Like it's
Yeah.
just part of the sport.
Yeah. But
It's
big.
the nasty part of the sport, but it's part of the sport.
Yeah. Lil Griff was ready though when he hit the. When
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, he hit the scene. He
A
was he was
little,
ready
little
to
different. It was
go.
a little different. A little different. It was a little bit different. But
Lil
yeah,
Griff.
I agree. I agree with both of y'all. I think y'all both made valid points. I think just to tie it all together, I think really it's a bit of both. I think it's a bit of hotness. I think it's a bit of hate. I think it's a bit of nigga, you low key try to get me fired, so nigga, fuck you. And it's and however that looks is how it looks, and I don't necessarily have a side of the horse, because I'm a basketball fan of the man. I ain't no fan of the man. I don't know him, so I got
Right.
to let that business be the business. But when it comes down to just kind of how I'm seeing, it looks like both of y'all did each other dirty, and both of y'all feel however y'all feel about each other, and y'all are going about it how y'all feel y'all should go about it. I don't think just a petty man should be a president. If you go just as much as I don't feel like a petty man should be, a head coach. I think a petty man is traits of an emotional man, and an
Right.
emotional man and somebody who's too emotional is not good for business. So I've always thought like that. So I don't know. I don't really have a hearse in this race, but I think them niggas need to just fight it out.
Oh no 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 no
I think
no.
them niggas need to just fight it out and see what it's about. I can relate to
Nah.
it. I think I can relate
Hey, we
to it.
need
I know.
we need
I
one of
feel
them
like it's some shit. I feel like niggas could just fade it out. I feel like that would be like the best way to like duke it
Oh
out. Like when niggas have like a way that they feel about each other, and like it's like petty shit going back and forth on air. Like I feel like the only way to really like hash it out is like going to like a boxing gym or something. Do it like the right way. You feel me? Like I'd be for that.
nah
That'd be something I'd
nah
be for. Like I'd be for that. Like I put some money up
uh
and beat a nigga ass in a boxing gym. You know what I mean? I'd do something.
go
Huh?
ahead and give them the good word for the day, man. We out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was just saying, I can relate to that. But anywho's, we'll get out of here. We will see y'all Saturday, this Saturday or next week. I can't promise y'all. Oh, we'll see y'all next week for sure. But I'll let y'all know about Saturday. Either you see us or y'all don't. But before we get out of here, I have the name Uno. This is Drew, and that is Bill. And we will leave y'all with a very special message. Wake up every day and strive for perfection. And when you fall short, because you definitely will fall short, wake up and do it again. And we the Hoop Lounge. And don't forget, if you're a bitch, you will always be a bitch. We'll see y'all next week.
Oh, Lord, man.